Welcome to the Brews and Appraisal Views podcast, where we blend the art of appraising with a touch of insight and a dash of humor. Whether you're a trainee, a seasoned professional, or just curious about the appraisal world, you've come to the right place. So grab your favorite brew, relax, and join us for some expert tips, real-world stories, and valuable advice to help grow your appraisal business. I'm your host, Dan Lindeman, certified appraiser serving South Florida for over 20 years. Hey, appraisers, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about life and business goal setting. I'm recording this on Monday. The new year 2025 starts on Wednesday. And it's this time of year where we can reflect on what we want to accomplish, both in our personal life and our business life going forward in the coming year. Whether you want to grow your business, find some new skills, improve work-life balance. Today's episode, we're going to kind of try and help you find a clear path forward. So, regarding goals, there's 5 essential things for a goal. You need to be specific, make it measurable, needs to have a time limit, the goals need to be yours, and most importantly, you need to put them in writing. And there's different areas of your life where you can set goals. The major ones are you're looking at like family, career, social, financial, fitness, spiritual, educational. Those are kind of the primary areas where you should set your goals. And I didn't used to always be a goal setter. I started business coaching back in 2015, and I think I wrote down my first goals that I wanted to accomplish in 2016, both personal and professional. So, right now I have my 2016 goals popped up, and it's always good to review your goals. And this is the time of year that I do it. I have the goals that I already wrote for last year. And then I go through and see what I wanted to do and how well I stayed on track. In addition, I do it quarterly, and then financial goals I measure, weekly and monthly to get a better, to stay on track a bit more. And looking back in 2016, I wanted my business to be 20% private and 80% lending, which at that time, getting to 20% private was huge for me. And now it's the inverse now. If not, it's more private work now, like close to probably 85% private work, which is an awesome to see how far you come. So that's the biggest joy I get this time of year is in reviewing my prior goals. So today I wanted to go through my own personal goals and my business goals, and you can, you see where I'm at, and then, tailor to however you see fit for your goals. But I'm sitting here doing this now both for myself personally and for the business as well, and for the referral website too. So I thought it'd be a good exercise to go through it with you guys. So right now I have my goals from 2024 sitting in front of me here. Health and intellectual, I wanted to read 1 book a month. I didn't do that this year. Usually I dedicate time in the morning, probably 15 to 20 minutes for of reading as a part of my morning routine. This year, I did not accomplish that. I read about half of that. I have another list of the books I read on another screen, but I probably read 6 books this year, which is well short of where my goal was. But in years past, I've done a lot more reading. But for some year, this year was a little busier than usual. Health-wise, I want to weigh 190 pounds. I need to do that by drinking more water, eating healthier snacks, sharing dinner with my wife, dinner and lunch when we go out. And I had a goal to get to 15% body fat. I need to do that by exercising 3 days a week and walking at least 1 day a week. And number one thing is drinking less, limiting drinking to a few nights a week or whatever. And beer drinking is the worst. It's the worst for trying to maintain weight. So those are some goals I was trying to work on in 2024. I was really good with exercising, to getting into more of a routine, but yeah, I didn't come anywhere near where I wanted to be this year. And going forward, my goal is probably going to be similar to last year, but I need to be more disciplined on, getting there this year. I also wanted to get a tattoo this year. I don't have any tattoos now, but that was a goal of mine to get a tattoo, and I'll be doing that in a couple weeks here. It'll be in 2025, but I'll still count it this year. And I wanted to continue my morning routine where I do a daily meditation and Bible verse. I journal and then I read for a few minutes. So I get up early before anybody. That's the best time for me in the house when there's nobody else awake. It's the only alone time practically I can get besides work time, away from everybody, which is important for me to reflect and, start the day on a good path. Financially, I want to continue a spending plan with my wife. We do it every month and try and stick to it as much as we can. This year was not very good, not very good with that, because we did a lot of fun and cool things, but we went over budget a lot this year, more than we wanted to. But savings goals were on track this year, which I'm very happy with, maxing out our IRAs and our SEPs, which were really good, paying down our mortgage to a certain level and paying down an equity line as well. So we were on track with those, but following the spending plan, we didn't do well with this year. I grouped social and spiritual together. I wanted to be a better friend to a couple friends of mine this year. Always stay positive and continue like doing a daily Bible meditation. So I've been doing very good with that this year. And I feel like I've grown my friendships this year. So I'm very happy with reaching those goals. My family life, I wanted to, be closer with family. In doing so by, texting more, calling more, specifically one day a week, being closer with my sisters and my mother as well. So, and to be a better brother to them as well. So I could do a little better than that. I didn't do calls once a week. But with my mother, I text every day. But with my sisters, I haven't been good about that. Maybe once every couple of weeks with one of them. So another personal project I'm working on, a writing project that really went nowhere this year, which I wanted to go a little further. And then I have a whole section on working on my marriage as well. Certain date nights, doing things together, being off your phone in the evenings, weekends away. I have a whole section on that of goals that my wife and I, want to achieve together. So and these are all written down and I'm literally going through them right now. And then anything we want to do in our home, any repairs we wanted to do, like this year, I installed a new impact door in my office. And that was the only home repair goal. We have some longer term goals like, kitchen remodel, flooring remodel, master bath remodel. And then I put our travel plans, what we planned so far. So we had a weekend away at a boat show. We went up to Orlando. We had a couple of nights away for lacrosse tournaments. We went on a cruise for our anniversary, and we just got back from a Christmas vacation up in North Carolina. So I kind of list some travel plans, even though it's far in advance, like what we want to do, and seeing what we plan and what we actually do is really good to see. So we did a lot of cool stuff this year, both alone, my wife and I, and with our 3 kids as well. So now I wanted to cover my business goals. So this year I did not meet my business goals. My goal for revenue was 220,000, which is I wanted to do 400 reports with an average fee of $550, which is a gross of $18,333 a month and $4,230 per week, and 90% of my work private. So financially, I did not meet that. I was close to a little over 200. I completed less reports, but my average fee was closer to $600, which is really good. And I was pretty close to 90% private work. I think I'm like 85, something like that now. So I was very close to the private work and my average fee, what my goal for my average fee was. This year, I'm probably going to shoot a little higher. I'm going to write my goals tomorrow, in fact. So I think I'm going to shoot for like 240 and then try and get my average fee up. And I have certain steps on how I'm going to do that. I also have a real estate agent license, and last year I had a goal to have at least one closing and a couple of referrals that I sent out. And I fell short of that. I had one closing and I think I had one referral. So my income that I calculated for my real estate agent license, it was lower than I thought. So, but that's okay. And I have an investment goal of, looking to acquire a rental property last year, but crap's really expensive now. No deals presented themselves. So that is stalled right now until an opportunity presents itself. So it's going to be on my goals for this coming year because, 10 years from now, I want to have a goal of, 5 to 10 rental units, as I as I get into my early 50s. So that's a really goal my wife and I both want. So this year was short on revenue goals, but that's okay. It was still a very good year, seeing how lending work was very much in the toilet. And I feel very, very fortunate that I am diversified and have this other private work, which really took the place of the lending work. I don't dislike lending work. It's some easy stuff sometimes, and it's easy money. So I don't dislike lending, and I know the form by heart, pop through it. It's just like, it's almost like mindless work. And there's some complex stuff, but I live in an area where there's lots of planned unit developments, and it's kind of easy work. There's like model matches a lot, and there's only so many adjustments to figure out. It's kind of easy work and easy money. So last year, to accomplish my financial goals, I used Constant Contact for marketing. So my goal was, have a blog once a week and to do social media, like one blog post a week, 3 post on the platforms a couple times a week, which is LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. I've done that. I post twice a week. I post on Thursdays and Fridays. I was very good about that. I scheduled this like 2 months in advance. So that is something I was very consistent about. And also the emails to agents and attorneys, I've been very good about sending those every 10 days and on like holidays, just as a point of contact. And I get a lot of engagement on those, a good open rate and a good click-through rate. So, and it keeps me in front of my agents and attorneys all year long, so they don't forget about me. And then I have a goal of adding new people to the database. Right now I'm at like 1,200 people in my database. But this coming year, the goal is to add like 1 or 2 people a week. So another 100 people to the database. That'll count for like attrition. So that's a good. So whenever I meet an agent or work with a new attorney, I'll add them to my database, so they're on my email marketing list. Stay on track towards my revenue goals. Those are the steps I'm going to take. And actually write down, like, I need to be more consistent with agents and use a script. Sometimes I'm busy, and the goal is to develop a rapport with the agent when I'm at an appointment and to consider them a referral source. But sometimes it's busy and you're kind of in a rush and you don't make the time to get acquainted with them and to develop that relationship. Sometimes you may forget to send a follow-up email to them like, hey, thanks for meeting me at the property. Let me know if you ever need anything. I'm a resource to you and anybody in your office. Just give me a shout or whatever. I was not really good about that this year because I had a lot of other stuff going on with the referral website. So, and then family law. For family law, my family law goal is to do at least one convention. I did one last year. I did one this year. Kind of wasn't happy with the results. I met some attorneys that I work with consistently, but I didn't develop any new attorney relationships. So I don't think I'm going to put that on my list this year, going to another family law convention, because I don't think it panned out like I wanted to. For the investment, it was probably like $3 or $4 grand or whatever. I don't think it panned out this year. I'm also a member of BNI. I'm going to continue that. I just renewed. It's my 10th year of membership in BNI. If you're not a member, I highly recommend it. And a part of BNI, you can visit other chapters. And that is a really, really good thing because I'm the only appraiser in my county. There's like 30 or 40 chapters. So I can visit every one of those chapters and connect with the real estate agent, the estate attorney, the divorce attorney, the real estate attorney, and any other referral sources of that chapter. And I can develop relationships with them. So I had a goal last year to visit each chapter one time. I probably visited 5 chapters. So I could probably do more networking in that sense and visiting other chapters this coming year. Now, I had a goal to get up to 65 reviews. I didn't meet that. I think I'm at 60 now, but I'm very close to it. I got a lot more reviews than every other appraiser in my area, which is really good, and which helps with my Google ranking and people finding me just based on a Google search. So the reviews are very important for that. Let's see. My goal was for Refer Appraisals was to launch on April 2024. That was a good goal. I launched it in June 1st, and I think it's been very successful. I didn't put any other metrics outside of it, just to launch it last year. So, the goal was to launch it this year. So, which was very good. Very happy with those results so far. Continuing education, I completed my continuing education for 30 hours. I just did my realtor code of ethics training as well. I refreshed the content on my website, which was one of the goals. And to get more business for a real estate agent, I needed to mention it more to friends, family, acquaintances, and also work with my wife, who wanted to get her license as well, but that stalled out a little. And real estate agents' income was way down, but I think that's due to the lack of everything, lack of people just moving and getting rid of their low mortgage rates this year. So volume was low in the sales side. But again, that's not my full-time job. It's just a perk or a bonus. All right. And that was that for, days off. That's one that I actually am really happy to track. I track it on my whiteboard, how many days off a month I take. I'm not talking about holidays or weekends, because I don't work on the weekends, and I take the holidays off. Well, the major holidays. So I track how many days I take off. And this year it was close to 20 days, which is really good. 20 business days off, which is, a little probably short of a month, which I'm really happy with. And before, in the past, I used to dread taking vacations because I was always worried about business. And I think when I stopped worrying what would happen, like my business wouldn't shut down or something like that, that really was a big mindset change. And now I look forward to days off, and I know my business will be there the next day. So I'm not worried about it. And I'm really happy I took 20 days off this year. And in fact, one of them was an entire week. Actually, two were an entire week practically. So I took the entire week off, which is good, which is super important, because I want to spend time with my wife and kids. I want that time with them. I don't want to work 20 hours a day, or 80 hours a week, whatever the case may be. So I love my routine right now. It's most days I'm done during the week by 4 or 5 o'clock. Get to walk my daughter to school, our youngest one, pick her up, walk her and pick her up in the afternoon. I love doing that. She's at an age now where it's going to go by quick, because I have two older boys now. One's out of high school and already in college, and another's still in high school. So it goes by quick. So I'm happy I can do that every day. So I look forward to that life. I know it's called work-life balance, but it's just life. It's all jumbled together in just life. So going forward, I'm going to set some goals for the referral website as well. I want to launch these appraisal business circles in the first quarter, which is like connecting nearby appraisers in almost like a group, so they can get to know each other and hopefully, expand their business as well, getting to know nearby appraisers and seeing how you guys can complement each other and work together, because that's going to opened up a lot for me when I started connecting with other appraisers. It helped me to help my business grow, build more volume, and helped me become a better appraiser by learning from them as well whenever I run into an issue. And then what did I want else? I want to implement a referral button on everybody's profile to make it easy to refer them. I'll set new membership goals. My goal was the first year of launching to have 1,000 members. We're 7 months out, and we're at already close to 1,000 members, which is really good. I'm going to have a goal for actual, paying members as well. And then at the end of the day, it's just to help more appraisers is the goal. And I'll figure out those for the referral website in the next couple of days. But for all these goals, I'm going to write them all down and track them, because it's very satisfying going through and seeing you cross off one of them goals. 6 months from now, you'll see like, oh, wow, that was a large goal to try and get there, and to actually cross that out. It's a really good feeling. And I think if you don't set goals, life will just get in the way, and you won't accomplish what you want. So if at least you put it in writing and it's in your mind and out there, you'll have something to work towards. So I feel like goal setting has been very important for me and helping me get to where I am today. And if you haven't tried it before, try setting it. There's lots of resources online how to set goals. They have different goals worksheets and different areas of your life you can set them, but it's been a big benefit to me. And I think one of the biggest benefits was from coaching was actually, having goals and setting, targets you want to reach. So I found it very valuable for me. And let me know how valuable it was for you, or what your plans are for goal setting. Send me a message, put a comment on YouTube or on the podcast, whatever you want to do. But that's going to wrap up today's discussion on goal setting. Again, reach out to me. Any questions, be happy to help you out. So the key to achieving your goals is, you always need to stay focused, be consistent, and adjust. Some of these goals, I go through it, you need to adjust. Stuff isn't going to work out. It's okay to adjust. That's going to happen, and you should expect that to happen. So whether you're looking to grow your non-lender business or tackling any of your personal aspirations, you've got the tools to succeed out there, and I'm always here to help. As you move forward, keep in mind, it's all about progress. And again, this is not going to be perfect. So stay motivated, track your milestones, and don't forget to celebrate along the way. That's super important. So thanks for tuning in today, and look forward to 2025. We got lots of great episodes for you and lots of good content for you. So I'll catch you on the next episode, appraisers. Thanks for joining us on the Brews and Appraisal Views podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode and found some value in it, which you can apply to your appraisal business. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave a review. It really helps us reach more appraisers like you. For more tips and to connect with other appraisers, visit referappraisals.com. Until next time, keep brewing up success in your business, and I'll catch you on the next episode.